All right, good morning. Looks like we gave back all of yesterday's move in the overnight. I mean, not that surprising. Trump announcement, I think it closed today for tariffs. Yeah. So today, I guess we'll see what happens. I feel like even though we gave back all that yesterday, I feel like the market's still gonna, I don't know, I still feel like we're more likely to head up than down. I mean, it seems like in general, this tariff stuff might be priced in. I mean, I don't know what Trump could say at this point to, make it turn lower. It seems base case is that we're going to get tariffs somewhere. Something along the lines of what he said. So, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully this audio is better. I don't know what to do with this thing. Feels like I have to reset it every day. All right, I'm getting in here, both of these, just for the bounce play. Feel like we might just rip all day. So I'm just in here for the play. Right now, I'd say I'm targeting somewhere around that 56, 54 in ES, and maybe this 505 here in NQ. Wow, okay. NQ, that one filled already. Geez, that was quick. Still in this ES. That was just 25 points there on I made on NQ. Yeah, it's got more juice for sure. All right, I'm back in this NQ here. I just got out of both. Up about 70 on the day. Took a small little hit on that NQ. I think that was kind of like an impulsive trade getting in there. So I'm still thinking long for sure, but I'm gonna just look here for a second. Very nice target is going to be up here. And all right, I'm gonna get back in. We're gonna go for it. All right, I got this NQ just up a little bit. I don't know. Took heat on that. Wasn't really a great entry. Wasn't patient. Still in this ES though, but I'm not giving it a lot of room right here. All right, I'm just out of that ES too. So just up 89 on the day at the moment. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find a good entry, but it feels like for sure we're gonna close these gaps. That little pullback was definitely the entry. But the gaps feel inevitable. Iran says we're ready for indirect nuclear talks with the US. All right, I'm gonna give these another go. what we're looking for. Looking for these closes right here. Yesterday's close around 19,600. Be nice to get this one on ES around 74. All right, I took the hit there. That sucks. I was up like, I think 80 or 90. I was up, and then at the high point, I still didn't get out. I was looking for like 63. This was where I was targeting for ES, and around I had a target at 89 on NASDAQ. Didn't quite get there and turned around. I was stubborn, but I'm gonna keep eyeing this because I still feel like it's gonna go there. It just kind of looks like it needed a breather here, and I'm just not willing to give back too much. US factory orders month over month, actual 0.6%, forecast was 0.5%, previous 1.7%. And we're in here. Out NASDAQ. And I'm out ES. Okay, so that was a good comeback off of that. Okay. So still have neither one of the gaps been filled yet though, but I just wanted to get that win back there. See what it does here. All right, there's the NASDAQ gap fill. All right, it's sticking around, so I'm inclined to, yeah, I'm gonna get back in this ES here for the scalp, see if we can close that gap right there, 74. Target just under 73.75. I don't have an actual stop on right now, but I'm prepared to cut it. And it's also 1 micro, so I'm giving it a shot. I just feel really strongly about it. Yeah, we're gonna get there. Trade management, not great, but NASDAQ could test yesterday's RTH highs, about 30 points higher here. All right, so that was a pretty dumb trade. Terrible entry, terrible exit. Gave back some there on just one micro. That's what happens when you're convinced for sure that something's gonna happen. It's still, I think it will happen, but what's it gonna, it's gotta, gotta screw as many people as possible before it can happen. I give it another shot here. If it looks like it wants to turn again. Now we got, looks like, yeah, reversal. Still thinking bullish. Still thinking bullish, but gotta wait for the setup. That was a dumb give back. I was up, I think, 150 bucks. Now I'm up just under 90. I gave up like 60 or 65 bucks on just a dumb trade. That was impulse. That was a touch of VWAP for both of those. Let's see what happens here. Both of those were kind of key levels for yesterday. This was where we kind of rotated around. Low volume area in NASDAQ. Low volume area in ES. Kind of rotated around there. That was the breakout. Got a little support there. All right, I'm giving it a shot again here. All right, I'm out in Q right around like the 73-ish for, was that like 20 or 33, like 23, 24 points maybe. So looking for a little bit higher on ES. All right, and I'm all out there on ES as well. Those are good little bounce plays. Yeah, so this one and this one are right in here. No, I did not get back in NASDAQ. This little play in ES, bad move. That was FOMO, just looking for that gap to close. Wasn't a good entry, just wanted to be in it. So it took like a little hit there, like, I don't know, it's like 60, 70 bucks. Only one micro, so got a little, what do I do next? Yeah, I got back in it. Okay, so I got back in it here, and I got back in with NASDAQ as well. I don't understand what I'm seeing here. I don't know, there's two errors here. That seems to be a glitch. But then I just sold it. Yeah, sold it here at 73-ish or so on NASDAQ. Like 25-ish points. I added one on, ES here. And just sold them both at like 69 and 70. Still would expect to see that gap get filled. I feel like NASDAQ could definitely test yesterday's RTH high. Might get some chop and resistance before then. Yeah. See, I am up, but I'm up like 257 per account at the moment. So that's pretty good, especially start of the day. Yeah, still waiting to get approved on my Apex requests. They're taking a little bit longer, it seems. Taking a little bit longer than usual. But I don't see, there shouldn't be any reason why I wouldn't get approved. Everything is, kept everything pretty tight. But 257 on 6 accounts that I'm trading today. Not too bad. I also have 2 more. I passed 2 more accounts. So I'll have a total of 14 tomorrow. I'm just gonna keep, slowly accumulating these accounts. Try to keep taking these little base hits every day. Given the potential headlines for the rest of the day, or at the very least the close when Trump makes his announcement, I'm not inclined to stick around much longer. Had a good day. It's early, I've only been here an hour now. But if I'm making $200 on the day, I'm pretty happy. So I think there's probably more opportunity to the upside here. In both of these markets. I mean, this ES definitely looks like it wants it. But given the environment and the potential for volatility today, it's hard to tell what people are going to want to do. I think that it's mostly priced in, and just looking at like a daily chart. Let's see, here's the yes. Looking at these daily charts, that looks pretty prime to me for a nice little bounce. I mean, we came down, it's a higher low. Nasdaq's the opposite. Nasdaq's a lower low, but when I see this, it doesn't really mean anything until it actually curls up, but that's still a divergence for sure. The difference in where we are here compared to here, when you compare it to price, the difference in price, it shows that there's more upside momentum despite price coming in further. I don't know if I explained that properly, but that's the way I look at it, and it makes sense to me. So it feels like the downside at this point, is kind of limited. Obviously, that depends on what Trump ends up saying at the close today. And obviously I can change my mind on that, and that my view of that can change when the market changes. And that's just how it goes. You got to change your mind. You got to be willing to change your mind and adapt. It's all about adapting. If you're not adapting, you're going to just get left in the dust, because this market never stops changing. So, all right. Well, I think I'm done with the stream, like I said, and I'll be back tomorrow. All right.